Hello, my crafty friends. Well, this is a kind of a prep video for the book that Tanya and I are going to do in July. As you can see, I've been playing, so my hands are all messed up. Sorry about that. I didn't think to clean them before I started this video. Um, our Tuesday and Thursday afternoon play sessions, where we usually make a book. This in the month of July, the book is going to be a napkin journal. And one thing that's real important to note is that we will be starting our Tuesday and Thursday sessions at 2 o'clock Central Time. We have done it at 1 and at noon, but we've decided we really need some time for other things, so we're going to not start till 2, and we'll probably only go till 4 or 4:30 like we have been. So this will be a shorter session, and hopefully we can finish this in a month. If we can't, we can move on. But one of the ways we're going to try to finish it in a month is to be able to work on multiple pages at a time. In order to do that, we're doing single pages, not something in a book. Now, if you want to work in a book, go right ahead. You can just put wax paper in between them and move on. We just didn't want to mess with that, and so we decided to do individual pages. I'm using a heavy cardstock. This is Bristol paper. And Tanya's just using cardstock, but both of us have put something on top of it. Tanya is using Mod Podge and pages from multiple books to make her background. I just used a glue stick and a page out of a book that would cover my paper. My pages are 7 by 7.5. Tanya's are 8 by 8.5. So as you can see, we don't have to do everything alike, and you don't have to do it like us. We're going to be using tissue paper as well as napkins, and you can use any kind of napkin you have. We've got here's plain napkins and under the sea and flowers with butterflies. And chickens. We can use all of these things because we're going to we want to do multiple techniques, and we want to have our pages not all look the same. So this is just some napkins I had out already. Some Tanya sent me, and some that I had. I have a bunch more that I'm planning to get out and use, but these were just some I had sitting out that I thought I would show you. You'll also want maybe some inks. Whatever kind you have. These are Distress Oxide, these are Distress Ink, these are Archival, this is Memento, whatever you've got. If you've got colored inks, you might want them to go with, or colored paints. Whatever kind of craft paint you have that you think might coordinate and go with your napkins, you'll probably want some of that. We haven't actually made a specific plan of what we're going to do each week on the pages. We're just going to go for it and learn as we go, and experiment with things. And so we'd love it if you want to play along and experiment with things along with us. We are going to bind these with that same single sheet binding that we used for our Scrappy Crunchy books, and so you'll need that too at the end. But Tanya and I both also we're not working on the back of our papers. We're just working on the front, and the reason, therefore, again, is just to so we can do more of them at one time. Also, this way, if you wanted to write in this journal, you could do that. You could write, on the back of the page, okay, on this page, I use this and this technique. You could do that if you want to. That's a fun way to do a journal, so you can look at this page and look on the back and see what you did. It would be better to write that stuff on the back probably than writing it here for this one, just because if the pages get mixed up, then you'll be confused. And I'm sure that I won't be able to keep my pages in any kind of order. Anyway, that's a thought. You do not have to put book paper on your paper. You can work straight onto white paper, and that's perfectly fine. We're just doing this because we like the idea of old book pages behind our napkins and tissue paper. So do it however you want to do it. But we're going to start next week on Tuesday, and I'm trying to remember what day that is. can't find my calendar. Anyway, Tuesday next week on Tanya's channel, Tuesday and Thursday, and then the next week it'll be on my channel, back and forth like we've been doing. 2 o'clock Central Time on Tanya's channel. We'll get started next Tuesday. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. I hope you'll join us. God bless you. Bye-bye. Okay, I forgot. You need some kind of adhesive too. You can get like a spray adhesive if you want to. This one came from Dollar Tree. I'm going to try it. I haven't ever used it like that, but I'm going to try it. So I got some of that. You could use a glue stick. I use a glue stick quite often because I don't like them, you know, like in a book. If you're going to put it in a book and not on individual pages, a glue stick will work well because it doesn't get, you don't have to wait for it to dry. You can just turn the page. You can use matte medium. You can use Mod Podge, matte or glossy, whatever you want. You can use your homemade DIY Mod Podge. That's what Tanya and I will be using, which is a mixture of Mod Podge and Elmer's Glue All. Not the school glue, but the Glue All. It's a better PVA glue than the school glue. But we mix that with Mod Podge and some water. Tanya mixes hers half and half. I mix mine about 2/3 of the Glue All and 1/3 Mod Podge because I don't like the way Mod Podge smells, and it doesn't smell quite as strong if you use less. But you can use whatever kind of adhesive you want, but you're going to need some adhesive. And I forgot to say that, so I just had to add that in. Thanks. Bye-bye.